Snap by Paul Braverman. Introducing our cast. David Haynes as Brad Franklin, President of the United States. Dick Keys Lyons as Lorenzo Phillips, President's body man. Frank Delaney as Milton Stevens, Senior Advisor to the President. Heidi Frank as Kelly Franklin Stevens, President's daughter, married to Milt. Maritza Cabrera as Elena Hernandez, former governor of California, leader of the resistance. Stephen Morin as Ramon Hernandez, Elena's nephew. And I'm Robin Ginsburg Braverman. I directed and I'm reading stage directions. Our play takes place in Washington, D.C. at various times through the years 2045 and 2046. Lights up on an empty podium as a voice is heard from overhead.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and give it up for the President of the United States of America, Brad Franklin.
Brad enters to loud, enthusiastic applause and goes to the podium.
Thank you. Thank you, America.
Applause continues.
Thank you. Yes, I know.
We love you.
I love you too. Thank you.
The applause dies down.
What a day, right? This is very exciting for all who love our great country. I promised you a big announcement, and I think you're going to be very pleased with this. As I travel this nation, I see true Americans, the regular folks you meet at the grocer or outside the Amazon kiosk. And it's a great reminder of the need to keep things simple. You understand. Remember what a swamp Washington used to be? Remember all those political parties? The Democrats, they all hated our country. Republicans, they tried to keep me off the ballot. How did that go, guys, huh? Libertarians, the Green Party, the Socialists, all those wackos, gone. Look, elections are for when we don't all agree, right? It's a simple truth. We want our neighbors to look like us, to speak our language, to understand, respect, and practice our customs. That's what happens in every other country. We're not racists. We're realists. We don't need people entering our country illegally, stealing our jobs, committing violent crimes, paying no taxes. They hate our country. That means they hate our people. They hate you. You know what I say to that? Say it with me. We come first. We come first. We come first.
Wild applause fades as Brad starts speaking again.
Coming first isn't selfish. It's God's will.
Brad freezes. Phillips enters and addresses the audience.
He's not the first man to say that. Nice touch blaming it on God. Men are so full of shit, especially this guy. And I should know, because I was his body man. Part security, part window dressing, mostly gopher. Kind of ironic that this guy would have a black body man. The thing is, his narcissism outweighs his racism. If you know that, you have the key. Brad Franklin is currently serving his third term as President of the United States. Sure, the Democrats won in 28 and again in 32, but in 2036, Bradford Franklin, with no party allegiance, won the election. He spent his first two terms screwing everything up even worse than it already was. After lurching around the global stage for 7 years, like someone had whacked him in the head with a brick, he declared a state of emergency over some bullshit and canceled the 2044 elections. 3 months later, he suspended Congress and the Constitution, declaring autocratic rule until we figure out how to do fair elections. The vice president died in the middle of his second term and wasn't replaced, and since Congress was recessed indefinitely, there was no Speaker of the House. Cabinet positions were either staffed by puppets or unfilled. He replaced the Joint Chiefs of Staff, thus controlling the military. Brad Franklin is king, and this is the speech where he announces the implementation of the mandatory infant aura scan. They actually played this at the trial, not that it mattered. For now, let's go back to where the aura scan started. The idea has been around forever, that we're all surrounded by various bands of colors, and the colors have some kind of meaning. Intelligence, social skills, double-jointed, whatever. Bunch of woohoo bullshit. If you ask me, but guess what? No one asked the black man what he thought.
Lights down. Lights up on the Oval Office. Brad sits at his desk. Milt sits across from him. Phillips is stationed nearby.
This is the Oval Office. A couple of months before that speech you just heard, don't worry, they can't hear me. Hell, they don't hear me when I'm talking directly to them. You'll know I'm talking to them if I start with, "Excuse me, sir."
What? Did you say something, Phillips?
No, sir, just thinking out loud. Sorry.
I sometimes forget he's here. Not much of a talker.
That animated corpse sitting across from the president is Chief of Staff Milton Stevens. When the vice president died, the last voice of reason died with him. Stevens here urged the president to leave the job vacant. You could say Stevens was the architect of this whole operation. He can explain all this aura business better than I can. I'll be at my post, ready to act if the president needs an Altoid, or a tissue, or a token black man.
You know, one of the smartest things we've done was the national abortion ban.
Countless lives saved.
Some think it's draconian, not allowing exceptions. Some think the life of the mother is equal to the baby, even if the baby is a boy. Can you imagine? But I do see something of a gray area.
And pretty soon, your gray area becomes a slippery slope of exceptions. Life of the mother, rape, incest, and once you open the gate, even a tiny
The
crack.
tide floods in and babies start dying. I know, and that's why there's no exceptions.
The best way to deal with a gray area is to paint it black.
He's got a point. Lots of things are better when they're black.
Exactly. Now, I understand you have something on this whole.
1,000 years from now,
Sir,
people will be like, what are
We
all
have
these
come
files?
across some
Yeah.
startling data. We've triple-checked our results. This is a real breakthrough.
Milt flips through a file folder as he speaks.
As you know, during your first term, we set out to prove that auras are real and determined that, indeed, auras are a biological fact. Against the wishes of the late vice president, we developed the technology to scan and store these images. We proceeded to scan millions of people, all our deportees, an assortment of prisoners, homeless people, protesters, and so on. All in, we have some 3 million scans stored.
First things first. What are we even talking about with these auras? Are they like fingerprints?
Milt pulls several images out of his file folder, hands them to Brad. Each image shows a blurry human form surrounded by colors that shimmer like heat waves.
They look like this.
What am I seeing here?
Auras can include up to 7 colors. Very big.
What's very big?
No. It's a useful acronym, sir. Very big. Violet, orange, red, yellow, blue, indigo, and green. At first, we looked to attach certain colors to certain chakra to see if it would associate particular behavior with...
Don't make me an expert. Get to the point.
Stay out of the weeds. Big guy cannot hang this guy.
Milt pulls some more images out of his folder.
So, up to 7 colors per image. I can report that after several million scans, we found a clear pattern. Or should I say, our AI bot, Eugene, found the pattern. There appears to be a predilection for violent crime in those with a particular color pattern. The nefarious pattern consists of 5 colors, in a certain order, with red being the prominent color. When Eugene saw this pattern, 94% of the time we had ourselves a violent criminal. In 80% of those, we had a person of color.
Uh-oh.
So, here's the thing. We can't just go ahead and scan everyone in the country. The logistics alone would be very expensive, but more importantly, the people we most want to scan are the ones least likely to even show up. Then we'd have to go hunt them all down, an expensive distraction.
What do you suggest?
I am proposing that we require all newborns to receive an aura scan. We've been working with AQ25 Musk. He says Tesla can handle building the scanners and getting them deployed to the hospitals around the country. If we give the scanner contract to Tesla, Musk will be on board, and so will the executive committee.
AQ25 Musk was Elon Musk's 25th child. I guess they named him after a cell in a spreadsheet. The executive committee. Now there's the real power. Sure, the press is running things, but everyone answers to someone. Franklin answers to the executive committee, made up of 7 trillionaires, including old AQ25. As long as he keeps them happy and controls the military, he is king.
My team will send along people we trust to run the scanners. All the scans will be stored in a secure cloud vault. Only our small team in the basement will ever see the scans. Eugene will analyze each image. When we find an infant with the undesirable pattern, the child and its nuclear family will be deported to one of our offshore facilities. Violent crime will plummet.
How many countries are willing to accept them?
If you count Gitmo, we're up to 10. Somalia, Uganda, El Salvador, UAE.
Whatever. As long as all these countries understand, this is a one-way trip.
Once we've shipped them out, they're somebody else's problem. Our borders are closed. They'll never get back in. And the executive committee will clean up with the no-bid contracts to build and manage these facilities.
Is the Supreme Court on board?
It's unanimous. All 5 justices support the plan.
It seems to me plenty of folks will just avoid the scanning altogether.
Failure to receive a scan means the baby won't have its identification chip implanted. No chip means no identity, no legal name, no apps of any kind, no life. As is the case now, anyone found without an implanted ID chip is immediately deported.
What if, I mean, it's possible, right? That the majority of folks we deport will not be white.
If so, doesn't that just prove our point? Eugene is AI, not some redneck in Mississippi. This is science.
And why the whole family?
We can't just deport a baby, sir. We get pushback from the field about separating families during deportation. It can get messy. Children separated from their parents, sick elders left on their own, spouses in different countries. Sorting all that out is a distraction. Keeping the nuclear families together will facilitate a smoother transition for deportees into their new lives.
Fine then. This aura scan thing, it's a go. But let's get in front of any negativity. Nothing goes to the lamestream news networks. Get some fluff pieces pulled together and out to our friends at Fox, Newsmax, CBS.
On it. Sir, we promise our next big scoop to the Nationalist Christian Network. I'll have my team leak it to them an hour before we send it to the others.
I'm going to need a rousing speech to kick this off.
On it. Let's do it from the media projection room with our best crowd simulation.
And just like that, ethnic cleansing became the law of the land.
Milt and Phillips exit. Brad returns to the podium.
And we finally completed the work of the late, great Donald Trump. God rest his soul. Our borders are truly, finally, permanently closed.
More applause and chants of "We come first."
No more allowing criminals from shithole countries to come waltzing into our land free as you like. But we still have a problem, folks. What do I see when I go to New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles? Crime, poverty, laziness. I see people who hate our country. The police, even our very own federal police force, the largest, most powerful police force in the world, can't keep up with the gangs of punks and lowlifes who got in before we closed the border. Some of them have been here for years, but you know what? They're coming to your town, to your neighborhood, to your street. If we give them a chance, they will come for you. And now, they will take your jobs, they will eat your pets, they will covet your wives, and befoul your daughters. That's not what our ancestors fought and died for.
Blood
and soil. Blood and soil. The sound fades as Phillips enters.
Okay, enough of that. It goes downhill from there. Once the Nazi chants die down, he announces the infant aura scan mandate. As it happened, most folks just went along with it. After being fire hosed with one outrage after another, it gets fatiguing. People were just plain numb, but some, they got angry. We'll get to that. Now it's time to meet the first daughter.
Lights down. Lights up on the White House dining area. Tables, chairs, high-end place settings. Phillips enters and takes his station.
The aura scans were implemented on July 4th, 2045, 40 days after the announcement. Now it's November and things are getting mighty chilly.
Milt enters carrying some briefing files as he reads his phone. Phillips moves to a chair and slides it out.
Excuse me, sir. Good morning.
Milton
Coffee.
sits.
Coffee, black.
I'm never exactly sure what he means when he says that.
Phillips pours the coffee. Milt adds cream. Kelly enters. Phillips pulls a seat for her.
Good morning. Thank you, Phillips.
Excuse me, ma'am. Coffee?
Yes, please.
Phillips pours her coffee as he speaks.
This is Kelly Franklin Stevens, daughter of President Franklin and wife of Chief of Staff Milton Stevens. What does she see in him? Fact is, this is more of an arrangement. I happen to know that after 11 years, this marriage is still not consummated. They don't sleep in the same room. Oh, it was the wedding of the century, the hoopla, the pomp, the human sacrifices. Just kidding. There was very little actual hoopla. Anyway, Kelly's job is to be the unofficial first lady. Photo ops, media gaggles, puffball listicles. They've underestimated her.
Thank you, Phillips. Where's Dad?
Still in his quarters, ma'am.
He's late.
Milton, did you see the intel reports this morning?
Of course, Hoover feeds them directly to my chip at 5 a.m. daily.
Hoover is the AI security bot. It's like having the Secret Service in a software program.
Then you saw how many Americans have been thrown out of the country because Eugene didn't like a baby's scan. Dad announced this on Memorial Day, and somehow you implemented this on July 4. The whole thing. Scanners, databases, personnel, training, deployment, everything in 40 days.
Noah built the ark in 40 days by himself. I had the entire U.S. government.
Save the biblical references for your next meeting with the Secretary of Religious Affairs. You had this whole business underway long before Dad approved it. You spent unappropriated funds on your Aura project.
Aura technology is a breakthrough for humanity. Can't you see that?
No.
This is not just some random individual saying they can see auras. This is science, Kelly. A handpicked team of some of our best and brightest. The patterns around violent behavior are unmistakable. And if those patterns are more likely with blacks and Hispanics, now be honest, would that really surprise you?
No, it wouldn't, because I know you're the one running the project.
Oh, shots fired.
I prefer a quiet breakfast table, at least until your father arrives.
Milt returns to his phone. Kelly stands.
Let me help you with that. Thanks for the coffee, Phillips. I'll take this with me.
Kelly grabs her coffee and exits. Phillips touches his earpiece.
Okay, that's the president. Time for me to go usher him into his day. Excuse me, sir, the president called. Do you need anything before I step out? He really doesn't hear me. Let's test that. Hey, skinhead. I'm going to Atlantic City so I can roll a few drunks outside the casinos, then go to the nearest roulette wheel and bet all that sweet booty on black. Always bet on black, motherfucker. Wish me luck.
Phillips exits. Lights down. Lights up. Elena sits in a cafe booth as Ramon rushes in.
No puedo creer lo que hicieron. Mamá, papá, mi Miguel, Miguelito y el bebé. Se fueron todos.
No! You're saying the whole family is gone?
Yes, except for me. Mama delivered the baby 2 days ago. Elenita. They named her after you. 2 hours ago, the goons had the baby on that fucking scanning bed. Now they're all gone. My parents, my little brother, and now my... She's just a baby. A newborn.
Shit! How did they miss you?
I ran out the back and kept running. I'm underground, just like you. I need my chip locked.
Elena and Ramon freeze. Phillips enters to address the audience.
That's Elena Hernandez, or I should say, Governor Elena Hernandez. She was governor of California, running the 5th largest economy in the world, and a despised political opponent of my boss. While she was governor, she ignored the national ban on abortion, supporting the procedures with state funds. When the feds found out, they indicted her on 98 federal counts of murder and sent the goon squad out for her. She had her ID chip neutralized and went underground. But people like her don't stay down for too long. She became the leader of the resistance.
I'll have one of the guys take you to the safe house on 33rd. He'll get you a new chip implant.
Fuck that. I want to go get my family. Give me 3 men and guns. I'll find them.
Stop it. I won't lose you too. That's a suicide mission. The family is already gone. Probably at one of the holding camps. In a day or two, they'll be in El Salvador, Uganda. I'm so sorry, Ramon. I'm glad they didn't get you. I told Miguel not to go to the hospital. I told them, go to the black market, get a midwife. Shit!
Well, if it's not head on, then what? What's the plan?
The White House is a fortress. They control the military, the federal police, and the courts. But our hackers have found a way into the Eugene database, where they hold all the images from the Aura scans. It won't be long before we know what's really going on.
They freeze. Lights up on Phillips.
95% of scientists consider Aura scans to have, quote, no basis in fact. None of them could recreate the so-called technology of the Aura scanners. Wonder why.
Lights down. Lights up at the breakfast table. Brad, Milt, and Kelly all eat quietly looking at their phones. Phillips pours Brad's coffee.
It's January 4th, 6 months since the start of the scans. There was a lot of bad press. Rumors spread like wildfire. People, whole families disappearing. Homes and jobs abandoned. Supply chains collapsing, and now a groundswell of opposition gaining momentum. This is not going well.
Sir, I'd say this is going very well.
I hope so. Bitching and whining can be contagious. Remember what happened after the playwright purge of 42? I'd rather stick my head in a hornet's nest than deal with that again.
After breakfast, let's review the questions for today's press conference. I'd like to get them to the media before lunch.
9 o'clock in the Oval. Have the rest of the team there. We want to make sure everyone is on the same page. I don't want anyone commenting on the validity of Orascan.
We just have to stay on message.
It's not like we're putting fluoride in the water or making people get vaccinated, right?
This is real science for the public good.
Is it?
For the public good?
Real science, because scientists sure don't think it is. 95% of all the
There she goes.
You see? This is exactly what I'm talking about.
In the 6 months since you implemented this, almost 4 million Americans were rounded up, stripped of their citizenship with no process whatsoever, and thrown out of the country, the only country any of them have ever known. And even though the official report from Homeland Security says otherwise, it appears that an astonishing number of these victims were either Latino or black.
Sweetheart, maybe you should take a few deep...
What'd you just call me?
Sweet...
Let's get this straight. You're not going to gaslight me. You may have him fooled,
Hey!
but not me. I know exactly who and what you are.
I should hope so. He is your husband.
You'll come to your senses, sweetheart.
Fine. So, sweetheart, what are we to make of all the rumors swirling around? Fake science, secretive results, the blossoming black market for midwives to go along with the black market you created for back alley abortions. Well?
It's no secret that you and I don't always see eye to eye.
She's always been a little contrarian, especially since her mom died.
Don't you dare bring her... God, to hell with both of you.
Kelly storms out. Phillips busses her plates.
She sure does storm out of a lot of rooms.
Milt, we need her on our side. She does more media appearances than the two of us combined. How are you two?
I'm sorry, sir?
Jesus, Milt, let me spell it out. Is there a grandson in my future?
I'm doing my best, sir. Things have been a little icy of late.
By a little, he means a lot. By icy, he means Arctic dead zone. And by of late, he means from day one.
I know how busy you are, but you really need to make some time to manage this.
Yes, sir. I understand. I will redouble my effort. Full-on charm attack.
Do not visualize. Do not. Ah! Too late.
Phillips, go track down the first daughter and make sure she gets to her 10 o'clock press availability. Meet me in the office at 11. I'll need you at the virtual photo shoot with the Proud Boys. Okay, off you go. Now, Milt, let's get down to the rest of today's agenda.
Lights down. Lights up on a bench in the Victory Garden. Kelly sits distraught. Phillips enters.
My rules about talking don't apply to her. Unlike those clowns inside, she sees me as fully human.
Hi, Phillips.
Are you all right, Kel?
No. Are you? You heard what they're doing?
Yeah, no.
I'm disgusted with myself. I'm Ava fucking Braun.
Kel, you're beautiful, intelligent, but your choice in men.
When he first proposed, I threw up in my mouth. At that point, with Mom gone, the first campaign was just starting, and somehow Milton became Dad's closest advisor, his confidant, chief policy maker, you name it. I never trusted him. But Dad sure did. If I couldn't make Milt go away, I thought maybe I could, I don't know, counterbalance him?
I assume you wrote your own vows. I, Kelly Franklin, take you, Milton Goebbels, or Stevens, to be my lawfully wedded monitor lizard. and to hold you in contempt from this day forward, to disdain and disrespect you until you are dead, or at least fired.
That's why I like you. Only you could make me laugh right now. Look, history is filled with marriages of politics or convenience or, yes, distrust. I'm not the first. What's sickening is that 11 years ago, I thought it was worth marrying Milt because I thought Brad Franklin stood for something I could be proud of. Love a country and take care of your people. Oh, I was a naive child. Now I see what they have been up to all along. No wonder Mom... Right now, I wish I could just make a difference.
You used to be better at hiding your contempt.
It keeps getting worse. I'm the most prominent female face of something I find deplorable. I can't keep doing this.
Why not just quit? Go public with your disagreement.
Oh, let's not kid ourselves. The ones who follow Dad, they love me, but otherwise I'm the most hated woman in America. And if I speak against him, Dad's supporters will turn on me fast. No, my father and the executive committee have to be taken completely out of power. This emergency declaration, he's got a stranglehold on the government. He uses the pushback on his increasingly dangerous policies as the rationale for keeping the declaration in place.
It makes its own gravy.
No. I've already sacrificed my credibility just trying to do what I could to be their conscience. You should know. A black man standing with a racist regime.
Yep, I've heard it all.
I'm his daughter. I can't change that. Why are you here?
If I want to vote in any of the former Confederate states except Virginia, I have to prove that at least 5 of my 8 great-grandparents were registered voters. History rhymes. My family doesn't understand why I have this job, so we're no longer in touch. My ex won't let me talk to my kids, but they are why I'm here.
I remember when you first showed up, an amazing combination of enthusiasm and deference.
Ask yourself this. Why did he hire me? Your dad doesn't see himself as a racist. There are dudes out there in white hoods burning crosses on yards, and they don't see themselves as racists. In their mind, this is the natural order of things. And what better way to prove that you're not racist than to have a black man always around, always in the shot?
Sure. He wants you in the picture.
Stay in the frame, be seen, be quiet, be gone. I know what he wants, and I give it to him. Being here has cost me my family, my friends, my life.
And this is how you make yourself useful?
We search for answers we know we'll never find, just like the dancers looking for a chorus line.
What?
It's part of a poem I wrote for my children so they'd have something to remember me by, other than whatever nasty things they hear. Are you really interested in stopping these scams? How far are you willing to take it?
My father, my so-called husband, all of them. They have to be taken completely out of power.
That's a big statement. He's your father, and the other one is your monitor lizard.
If I could stop them tomorrow, I would.
Do you trust me?
Yes, I suppose I do.
All right then. I know some people who know some people who could connect you with some people who are resisting, actively. It will be risky, dangerous. I can't guarantee your safety.
Are you in the resistance?
Anyone who resists is in the resistance. They fired the Secret Service 10 years ago. These days, pretty much every inch of the place is monitored by an AI security bot called Hoover. Cameras and mics capture everything and feed it into Hoover. Fortunately, if one is resourceful, one can learn where the handful of dead spots are, like this bench in the Victory Garden.
Lights down. Lights up on the Stevens living room. Kelly sits watching her phone as Milt enters.
Hi. I didn't expect you to still be up.
Couldn't sleep. Just watching reruns.
Yeah? What are you watching?
Hogan's Heroes. Ever heard of it?
Absurd fantasy and racist. Every single German is depicted as an idiot.
I don't know about that, but actually it's based on a true story.
Nonsense.
Oh, of course. Lord knows we can't make fun of the Nazis, right?
Since you're up, I wanted to. That is, your father and I were talking. We think it's time for us to have a baby.
I wish you and he the best of luck with that.
No, I mean you and me. We. Us.
Us. So you think there's an us. And just like that, we're going to... What exactly? You and me? In bed?
Or here, if you'd rather. You know, just the one time.
Smooth, operator. You certainly know how to persuade a lady.
I understand the arrangement. We're both here to support the president. And he wants a male heir, a grandson.
Because we all know a woman can't be an heir, right? That's crazy talk.
I sense a sarcastic tone.
Oh, do you? Well, I've got good news. Turns out there are a lot of ways to create an heir. Good night.
Kelly exits. Milt watches her go. Lights down. Lights up on the dining room. Kelly, Milt, and Brad are seated drinking coffee and reading their phones. Phillips approaches Kelly and quietly sticks an envelope into her pocket. No one looks up from their phones. He taps Kelly on the shoulder and gestures she should stay.
Excuse me, sir. Ambassador Bannon is standing by on the Zoom net with Chairman Popov. The session is set up on the big screen in the Oval.
Shit! Who schedules these things?
Sorry, Mr. President.
All right, then. You're coming with me. Phillips, I won't need you for this. Be in the office at 9.
Brad and Milt exit. Kelly pulls out the envelope.
What's this?
Phillips produces a crummer and starts loudly scraping the table.
Put that away. It's a Hail Mary to you.
What?
Go back to your room upstairs, not your office. Tell your assistant to go home. Cancel your morning, open it, read it, memorize it, shred it. Follow the instructions, which will show you how to exit the White House without being spotted by the drones or cameras. You're one of the most recognized faces in the world. Disguise yourself. You're going to be amongst the hoi polloi.
What are you getting me into?
You said you wanted to do something. This is your chance.
Lights down. Lights up. Elena sits in the coffee shop booth, sipping coffee and speaking quietly into her watch.
Where is she? You're kidding. She got on the green line? Yeah, I know. She might not be here for another hour. Okay. Signal me when...
Kelly enters wearing a baseball hat, sunglasses, and an old coat.
She's standing right in front of me.
Elena signals to let Kelly enter. Kelly approaches and takes the opposite seat.
My spotters thought you'd gone on the wrong train.
I'm good at shaking tails.
You look taller on television.
The cameras in the White House are mounted low. Makes everyone look taller. You're Elena Hernandez. Didn't expect to be meeting you.
I've been in hiding ever since your husband put a bounty on my ass.
Seems foolish to meet in a public diner.
Every person you see here, the waitresses, the cook, the people eating, all part of the resistance. Enough about me. I have it on good authority that you're interested in regime change.
I'm interested in change, but right now I don't know why either of us should trust the other.
40 years ago, when children were starving in Africa, a humanitarian named Bob Geldof, when he was being interviewed on the topic, would snap his fingers every few seconds. He did it as a reminder. Every time he snapped, a child died of starvation. The fascist regime, led by your father, driven by your husband, and represented by you, is on pace to deport 8 million people annually, all fully legal citizens of the United States, all sent to foreign gulags for eventual, what's the term, disposition. I can recite the numbers all day long. 21,917 people a day. One person every 4 seconds. But those are just numbers. Every snap is an American citizen being stripped of their rights and having their lives devastated. Why? Because of some ridiculous mumbo jumbo about auras and violence. Did you know that 50% of all of black babies have the so-called violent aura? Did you know that 60% of all of the Latino babies have it? 6 out of 10 Latino babies and their immediate families get deported, including my brother and sister-in-law, my nephews, and my newborn niece, named after me, and I will say her name, Elenita Maria Ruiz Hernandez, and I don't know what continent she's on or if I'll ever even meet her.
It's awful. I'm sorry. I wouldn't blame you if you just killed me or ransomed me or whatever, but I'm here to help.
That's not my style. But there are plenty of people here who would want to do exactly that. But I told them we should hear you out.
Thank you. But first, please, where did you get this data?
We have teams of people from every corner of society. Everything from scientists to truck drivers. And we have hackers. A lot of them. These are everyday people risking their lives to bring down this fascist regime.
So you've hacked into a database of some kind?
Caucasian babies come in at 1/2 of 1%. All other ethnicities, Asian, Arab, Pacific Island, Indigenous, all come in at about 10%. And unlike the blacks and Latinos, all of these babies at least get the chance to appeal. And some are successfully placed in so-called intervention programs, I guess to keep them on the path of virtue and glory.
Blacks and Latinos don't get to appeal.
If they have money, maybe.
Oh, the government data are drastically different.
Well, the official data shows a modest number of these violent auras occurring proportional to demographics. What a surprise.
Milt has a whole department dedicated to manipulating and fabricating data.
We're working on hacking into Eugene. Right now, let's just say our access is limited, but soon we will know much more. So now, let's get back to your first statement. If this was a setup, you'd already know. Why should I trust you after you spent most of your life cheering him on? He's a tyrant and you're his ambassador of goodwill, giving a toothy smile as he and his regime blow up the Constitution.
Let's start with this. I'm here. The feds don't have the place surrounded. Do you really think I'm on some undercover operation for the government?
For your father and your husband. Yeah, what a crazy thought.
Okay, that's fair. Look, when my mother was still alive, it was different. He and I disagreed about plenty, but every time Dad was ready to detour from the law, Mom was always there to reel him back in. After she died, Milt Stevens came out of nowhere and replaced her as Dad's chief advisor. Farther into extremism they drifted, the more I was resolved to try and fill her shoes by being the voice of reason. Obviously, it didn't work. Now I can barely speak to either one of them. Phillips is my confidant. He trusts me, and he trusts you. Or I suppose we wouldn't be here.
Well, to paraphrase, misery acquaints a woman with strange bedfellows. America is a vast forest of dry timber. All that's needed is a spark. You are that spark.
So you want me to kill them? My father and my husband?
Well, there's been a lot of discussion about that. Many would love to charge in there, overwhelm his protection, and kill all of them, including you. No pueden matarnos a todos. Muertes a los fascistas. No, the White House is essentially a fortress. We know the security features. The perimeter is controlled by drones, which is controlled by AI. The president is a virtual shut-in. So are you, your husband, and his team of AI wizards. And the Oval Office? Forget it.
You are very well informed.
We have a lot of friends. One of them sent us a schematic of the office layout. As you know, the Oval Office and most of the surrounding areas the president lives in are protected by lasers mounted throughout and controlled by AI. Anyone pulling a gun would be sliced to ribbons in a second. Even 100 freedom fighters storming the castle in full body armor would be cut down before they even got a shot. As long as he has the military, Franklin is uncontrollable.
Yes, all true. So what do you have in mind?
Even if we could kill them, we make them martyrs. The fascists will rally around them. Maybe it becomes a shooting civil war. Better to take them down peacefully. Once they're out of power, there could be a constitutional convention. Thanks to the outrage over the scans and all the chaos, we finally have a quorum of states who will agree to the convention. We'll start again, and this time we'll do it right. We can eliminate the Electoral College, restructure the Senate, get the Supreme Court back to 9, and limit them with 20-year terms. And on and on. And when the democracy is back in place, we'll put these fascists on trial and show the world how a real democracy operates. If we can avoid a shooting war, many lives would be saved.
Milt would kill himself before he'd go on trial.
We'll make sure to leave a gun with one bullet in his cell.
So, what do you want from me?
We need to humiliate them. Pull the curtain back. We just have to figure out how. Because when the facts are optional, truth dies. We need to find a way to turn the tables on them. It's going to take someone close to them. Like you.
I have an idea. It's a little weird.
Lights up. Ramon and Kelly enter, both wearing ball caps and sunglasses, hiding their faces. They come to a stop under a streetlight. Phillips enters, stands away from the action, and addresses the audience.
This is a street corner in D.C. later that night.
Stop here.
Why should I?
Because there's a camera on every street corner. Right there. Pull your hat back. Look at it.
I can't believe I trusted you people. I don't know your game, but every cop in DC is looking for me. They will use facial recognition to pinpoint me in less than 5 minutes.
I'm counting on it. Hey there, fascist dicks. You fuck with my family, now I'm fucking with yours.
Ramon uses his hands to hold Kelly's face in place, making it clearly visible.
See who I've got? Use your software. Find my name. Then find my family, the ones just deported, and bring them back to America. Deliver them here and stream it live on Metatruth. You have 24 hours before I start sending you small pieces of your daughter.
What? What did you make me drink? I feel dizzy.
Ooh, be careful. Your precious cargo. She'll be unconscious in a few minutes. Wonder what I'm going to do with her while we wait for Daddy and Hubby to comply. Now, what would be fun? We'll see.
Ramon wraps his arm around Kelly and they exit.
Red alert!
Lights down. Lights up on Oval Office.
What exactly do you mean kidnapped?
Well, sir, it's like I said.
I'm not interested in your ass-covering bullshit. Let's get this straight. Kelly was somehow lured out of the safety of the White House and is being held until we bring the kidnapper's family back from whatever shithole you sent them to.
Yes, sir.
Then bring them back. Now, do whatever these pricks ask and get my daughter back. Once we have her safe and sound, we'll take care of them, all of them.
Sir, if I may, we can't just start acquiescing to every punk out there. If we bring this family back...
She's my daughter, and she's your wife. We put all the security shit in place and handed it over to Hoover, the AI security thingy created by your team to avoid this kind of scenario.
Yes, Mr. President, and those tools are not responsible.
Get her back now.
Of course, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce Husband of the Year. Let's hear it from Mr. Milton Stevens.
Lights down. Lights up on Philip, addressing the audience.
It's 6 a.m. It was a long-ass night for everyone. Over 1,000 people, mostly black or Latino, of course, were brought in for questioning. Just as the roundup of usual suspects was about to go next level, Kelly staggered into the Virginia Avenue Federal Police Station.
Kelly enters, her clothing torn, her face dirty, no shoes. She faces the audience.
Excuse me, officer, I believe you're looking for me. I'm Kelly Franklin Stevens. Yes, I'm fine. I don't need medical treatment. Look, I just need a ride to the White House, please, and maybe some place to clean up.
Kelly exits.
She was helicoptered directly from the station to the White House, where a throng of staffers, including me, were standing by. Later that night, Dad dropped by for a visit.
Lights down. Lights up on Kelly in her living room, wrapped in a bathroom, as Brad enters.
Ding dong. Yeah, got a minute for your old man?
Hi, Dad.
Brad approaches Kelly. They hug tightly.
Are you okay? Kelly, I'm so glad you're okay. Are you okay?
It was horrible. They were amateurs. I'm okay. I just waited until they were distracted and snuck out the bathroom window. They were desperate, Dad. These people are suffering, and they're so scared about what's going to happen next. They're willing to risk their lives to stop it.
I understand, but you're safe now, baby. Dad's got you. Did they hurt you? Did they assault you?
I've spent the last several hours in a never-ending sea of doctors, nurses, cops, and staffers. I don't want to talk about it right now.
Sure. Have you seen Milt yet?
No. He messaged me to say he's hot on the trail of the culprits.
I have something for you.
Brad pulls a Pop-Tart out of his pocket.
A Pop-Tart!
Brown sugar cinnamon, your favorite.
Oh, it doesn't taste like brown sugar or cinnamon. It has the mouthfeel of cardboard, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Thanks, Dad.
Your mom used to give you one when you came home from school.
Or finished my homework. I miss her.
Me too.
Do you ever wonder why?
I don't know. I wish she'd made a different choice.
Was it a choice?
You mean, did she overdose accidentally? No. I'd like to think so. But no. She took the whole bottle, Kelly.
I know, but she just didn't.
Your mother wasn't well. Speaking of spouses, you've been pretty rough on Milt lately.
This infant aura scan is cruel and evil. He's a Bond villain, Dad, and you're enabling him.
So dramatic. Honey, you've been through an ordeal. Let's not...
Do you remember what my favorite toy was when I was a little kid?
Mom got you that secondhand Etch-a-Sketch.
I remember using those knobs to create these elaborate drawings, trying to dial in precise images by dragging metal shavings with a magnet. I'd spent hours and hours on each one. Even did one at the White House, because you said we were going to live here someday.
That's right. You were so proud of that one. You walked around very carefully, showing it to everyone.
Then the next day, the picture was gone, and I'd already started a new one. You asked me why I got rid of such a beautiful picture, and I said it was time to shake it clean. I always knew when it was time.
Why are we talking about this?
Dad, I want you to fire Milt. Stop this cruel scanning policy and bring us back from the brink.
The brink of what? Excellence?
Do you understand that we're deporting legal citizens to foreign gulags, denying them of their basic rights, and almost all of them are people of color? It's fundamentally unconstitutional.
Kelly, that's just not true. You've seen the data. What is true is that we have resource scarcity. You know that as well as I do. The warming of the planet, a completely natural occurrence, requires us to cull the herd. What better way to do that than to reduce the potential criminal portion? It's science and it's fair.
When did reality stop being okay? When did truth stop being a virtue? How did we lose our way?
Please, Kelly, trust me. Once we get leveled out, this will be for the best. Now it's time for you to go get some sleep. We've got a big media day tomorrow.
Brad and Kelly freeze. Phillips enters.
Well, she tried. My boss was not a great listener. The next couple of months were tough. Word was getting around that most of the deportations were black and Latino, unless someone had a lot of money. Protests were breaking out. Baby deaths skyrocketed as many parents of color were home birthing. More women were becoming maimed or dying in cheap back alley abortions. You could feel, even from inside the White House fortress, that things were closing in.
Lights down. Lights up in the dining room. Kelly, Brad, and Milt are seated at the table having breakfast. Phillips is at his station.
It's been 9 weeks since Kelly's abduction. She has some big news.
Milt, will the Christian Network be covering the opening of the Hall of Confederate Heroes?
Yes, sir. We're getting their entire primetime show. The Hannity twins are hosting.
Oh, very good. Kelly, is something wrong with your breakfast? You haven't touched it.
My appetite has gone crazy. The doctor says I'm getting morning sickness.
Oh, I see. Now, wait, what? What? Milt?
I'm pregnant. 10 weeks.
What? But. Yes.
Great work, you two.
Thanks.
I'm going to be sick, sorry.
Kelly rushes off.
Well done, Milt, my man.
Oh, my pleasure. Best part about being a man.
Milt looks like he's seen a ghost. I wonder why.
Lights down. Lights up in the Stevens living room. Kelly has an ice pack on her head as Milt enters.
What the fuck is going on, Kelly?
I'm with child.
How did that happen?
Well, sometimes when a woman and a man do a special hug and they...
Cut the shit. Did he rape you? That guy who kidnapped you?
Yes, I guess he did. I really don't remember.
You don't remember? If you were raped?
I was drugged.
You said nothing about rape during the debriefs.
Well, apparently my new friend Ramon debriefed me first.
That's not funny. Why didn't you report it?
I guess I was in denial. Anyway, abortion isn't an option, so we're gonna be parents. Congratulations, Daddy. Or shall I say, El Papito.
Jesus H. fucking Christ!
Would you rather I tell Dad I was raped? He already blames you for the kidnapping, and once he gets the whole truth about our situation, he won't be happy with you at all.
You wouldn't.
The scan should be fun, don't you think? Can't wait. The little brown body. We'll insta-clip the birth, of course, and upload it to the cloud for all to see, setting a fine example. And the scan should be fine, right? No chance of one of those violent auras. No chance of family deportation, right? What language do they even speak in Somalia? I think it might be Somalier.
I demand that this pregnancy be aborted.
Really? You demand? You helped make abortion legal from coast to coast, no exceptions.
Fuck the law. We have resources.
Yeah! Tell that to all those dead mothers and all the imprisoned doctors that tried to help them. You want this pregnancy aborted? Fine. Put a permanent stop to the aura scans and legalize abortion rights. I'll terminate this pregnancy the next day.
Some things are more important than what happens to the likes of you and me.
For once, we agree. I'm happy to have this baby.
Fine then. Have your little brown bastard. Dr. Goldman is up to the task. He'll keep a close eye on things. And if it gets that far, I'll make sure the scan goes fine. Then we'll get its skin lightened if need be. The picture of a happy first family.
Kelly and Milt freeze as Phillips enters.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce Father of the Year? Let's hear it from Milt Stevens. She thought he'd do anything to avoid even the slightest association with her little brown bastard. Never make assumptions about sociopaths. Fortunately, Dr. Goldman is one of ours. Also fortunate, Kelly still knows how to exit the grounds without being seen.
Lights down. Lights up on diner. Elena, Ramon, and Kelly are seated.
He got angry, but then it was like, okay, so what if my wife was impregnated by a Latino kidnapper? Sorry, Ramon.
Ningún problema.
We went through with this entire thing, and now I'm supposed to be almost 3 months pregnant. I suppose I could just lose the baby?
Don't give up. I know why he doesn't care. We finally hacked into Eugene. Eugene isn't an acronym, it's an abbreviation for eugenics. As you know, when they scan the babies, they also do a blood pool.
Yes, I was told they were using it to...
I don't give a shit what you were told. The blood samples are being used for genetic testing. Blacks and Latinos get one set of protocols for generating these bogus scans and a different set for everyone else. White people get their own super duper set. This is ethnic cleansing, a slow motion holocaust.
The scans are completely fake. AI is generating the images from scratch. This entire thing is just a way of deporting families of color, sending them to some gulag somewhere.
Stevens will just have one of his tech bros pull your file. It's all software. He can make it say or do anything he wants.
This will never work. No, fuck this. It's time to take those pendejos out.
Get a hold of yourself, Ramon. You could never get close enough to do anything except be killed.
We need to get around Hoover, the security bot. The only way is to shut the power down.
It will just fail over to the backup power supply. They could go on for days like that.
Yes, but if we do this right, there will be a window of time where the lasers and cameras and other security gear will have to do a reboot as the backup power kicks in. AI will not be able to function for maybe 15 minutes?
So what? They're bunkered in there. No way anyone could get in from the outside in time.
It's standard offers procedure that when a security apparatus is down, the first family is brought to the Oval Office and all other staff is herded into the conference rooms and offices on the first floor. Pretty soon, I'll be showing. Can you get me what I need?
Lights fade. Everyone freezes. Phillips enters.
We search for answers we know we'll never find, just like dancers looking for a chorus line. Today escapes us, tomorrow leaves us feeling blind. To move us forward, I must leave this world behind.
Lights down. Lights up on Oval Office, bathed in red light. Brad sits at his desk. Milt sits opposite him. Phillips enters with Kelly, who has a small but noticeable baby bump. She stands next to the desk as Phillips goes to his station.
Excuse me, sir. Kelly is here with me, and the West Wing is secure.
Thank you, Phillips. My word, Kelly. Already a baby bump? What is it, 3 months?
14 weeks.
Milt, is there some reason why the lighting has to be so weird?
Hoover takes red alert quite literally. This is the last thing it does before it goes down.
How soon until the power is restored?
I don't know. Hoover will be back on in a little under 5 minutes.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Why on earth not?
Phillips, you should go.
I'm staying, Kelly.
Why are you talking to him?
Please go. Lorenzo, please.
Is that his first name?
You and me, Kel. There's no back for us. Only forward.
What exactly is happening?
Kelly lifts her maternity dress to reveal a large bomb.
Jesus, it's a bomb! Run!
Milt starts to run. Phillips grabs him, putting him in a bear hug.
Excuse me, sir. Tell me again how you want your coffee, you racist fuck.
What is the meaning of this?
Did you know, Dad? Did you know people were being deported because of their race?
How dare you!
Shut the fuck up or I'll snap your neck.
Answer me!
I know the data says they're more likely to... So wait, you were never pregnant? But Dr. Goldman, he said that,
He's one of ours.
I was trying to shame Milton into stopping these deportations. Of course it didn't matter. He has no shame. These scans were a great big fucking lie, and you knew.
It's data, Kelly.
No, Dad, it's an atrocity.
You're just like your mother! I knew I should have gotten rid of the both of you.
What? Milt, what are you saying? Kelly, please, baby. It's not too late to stop whatever this is.
I love you, Dad, but I despise what you've become. It's time to shake it clean. Let's go say hi to Mom.
No!
Kelly snaps her fingers. Lights down. In the blackout, we hear a loud explosion, then sirens, then quiet, then a voice off stage.
We can now confirm that there are no survivors from the White House bombing. This is an unspeakable disaster. The first family is gone, as are all key staffers and the entire cabinet who were being sequestered in a West Wing lower floor. It's unclear who's responsible for this, and it's unclear who's in charge or even what the chain of command should be. The former Speaker of the House is said to be in contact with leadership elements of the resistance and...
The voice fades to static. Lights up. Phillips enters, addressing the audience.
Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Stevens. Your bundle of joy is actually a 10-pound brick of C4 XXX, enough to raise the entire building. Hell, the entire neighborhood. The scans stopped. Everything stopped. So, yeah, I was with the resistance from my first day in the White House until my last. I'm the one who leaked the Oval Office schematic and a whole lot of other stuff. And I'm the one who told Kelly how to get that explosive onto the grounds. And I'm the one who knew that if Hoover was down, we could get explosives close to the president. Sure, I died in the explosion, but it wasn't all bad. After all, Milt Stevens died in my arms, squirming like a sniveling coward. As I stand before you today, I am an AI program of Lorenzo Phillips, who, along with Kelly Franklin, paid the ultimate price in service to their country. We owe it to them and all those who resisted and all those who were persecuted to make sure that history records the facts and to make sure the next wannabe dictator cannot erase them. The only good thing about an autocrat is the vacuum they leave behind. Now that President Elena Hernandez has been elected to her second term in office, possibilities remain endless. What is made of those opportunities, my friends? That is up to each of you. Thank you for attending today's presentation. We hope you enjoyed it. Please wait until the lights come up and exit the way you came in. Thank you for visiting the Smithsonian and enjoy the rest of your visit. And remember to tip your docents, folks. Good night.
Lights down, end of play.